So let's jump into the first replay. So you actually might learn something. Okay, here I am at Live Oaks, and well, I'm thinking, okay, let's go to the railroad section, because this is a good place to be. They only have one arty, and this is the more important place on this map, because whatever team has the railroad can defend their cap better, and yeah, it's always try to go to the railroad if possible on this map, because yeah, it's the better place to be. But this is a whole other topic. But I'm going here and think, okay, let's go there and let's go to the front. And I'm playing this here right now like a little bit like a heavy tank, right? I'm going to the front and I'm pushing, and yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's put out some damage, right? Here's a, and I put one in, and now I get flanked here a little bit, and he managed to put one in, and now I see, this location is not that good for me. What to do? Shots coming in, and as you can see on the map, they have more tanks here, and I'm think, okay, let's put out some damage, but I know it might be game over for me right here, because they're coming now, and I'm trying to hold my ground here and trying to get some shots in, and managed to get here one shot in, but and you see, we don't have a lot of tanks here, and if you see at the map, and you only need to look at the map most of the time, this guy has fallen, and now I'm here alone with this Tiger II, and now I am dead. So this is how I played the Jagdtiger before I was trying to play it like a TD. So I played it basically like a heavy tank, but without much thinking, right? I was just pushing this side, and I knew this side is more important, but it is not effective to play it like this. You should stay back, be a TD, and stay back. I should stay. Where I should stay is maybe I can show you this. I think I should stay over here somewhere. Maybe invisible, maybe hull down, where I don't think there might be too much hull down possibilities, but maybe right here somewhere, or well, behind these bushes, and it would be much more effective. They would not be able to see me, or not be able to damage me that hard, and this would be a very long open area. So they have to come all this way from down here to the front here, and I can shoot them all the time. And I have the DPM, I have the accuracy, I have the penetration to kill a lot of them. And if you kill one or two, you scare away the others, right? Or if they all want to come, if they all YOLO at me, well, then they might win this, but you see, you need to stay back with this machine. So I developed a few rules, so to say, in the Jagdtiger, and the first rule is be the defender. If possible, be the defender. And what do I mean by that? You need to defend base, right? You need to defend the sides of the map. So these guys would be able to kill these guys over here. So I need to defend the weaker side. So if anybody, so if a lot of, let's say, most of our team goes this way. This is what you do at the start of the game. You wait until all of your teammates have decided, or most of them, which way they want to go. And if they all want to go to this one side, or most of your team goes to this one side, then you stay here and defend the other side, right? So you need to be in this mindset of I am the defender. When all of your team goes to one side, you go to the other side and defend this other side. And if all of them go to this side, maybe it would be better to stay somewhere around these houses and let them come from the city, so you can defend this side then. So let them come at you, defend the weaker side, and block them from coming to over this side. So if I stood here, if I had built up my nest here behind these rocks or somewhere, I don't know, in this area, then they would have so much trouble to cross this way from up here where I can shoot them to here where they can flank me. So yeah, try to be the defender, and this is the first rule. But you only can defend, of course, if this is an open map. If this would be a city map, they can come from numerous directions, and I don't have a real good plan for city maps. But on city maps, I think it's just the best way to go with your heavy tanks and go with the lemming train to the front, right? So this is the first rule: be the defender. Get this in your head: I'm the defender. I don't need to go to push to the front or do something fancy. I need to defend the weaker side, and yeah, get this in your head. And then second rule: go hull down or be invisible. So hull down would be somewhere here, or I don't know, maybe there would be some other places to go hull down, or be invisible, maybe in these bushes somewhere. Yeah, go hull down or be invisible. And third rule: stay at distance and have a long corridor to shoot, right? So this would be a perfect example of this. Stay at distance and have this long corridor to shoot at. They have to come all this way, and you have all time in the world. You have this telescope, so you can spot them even if you are alone. You have the gun to shoot them all the time, and this is the place to be. And then the next rule is at this stay at distance rule, you should preferably go to the heavy tank route, right? So this route is not the heavy tank route on this map, right? It is more the medium tank route. But if it would be the heavy tank route, right, then it would be even better to stay somewhere around here, right? Because why is it better to shoot at heavy tanks? Because heavy tanks are slower, and for them, this open sections to cross this open section would be even harder. Right? Medium tanks are faster and they can close the distance faster, and you cannot shoot them as often as heavy tanks. But if you have if this would be the heavy tank route, and on certain maps there are these classic heavy tank routes, and if you can get to this place and shoot heavy tanks is much more is much better, because they don't move as fast and they have to stay much longer in the open, and you can shoot them for longer. So the fourth rule is be arty-safe, or or try to dodge them. Yeah, you would be somehow arty-safe in this location, but yeah, you can maybe get better arty protection somewhere else. Or dodge them. Yeah, you can dodge arty shells in the Jagdtiger a little bit, and their guns are not that accurate at long distance. So here I am, quite at the end of the map. Here's the end of the map, and they are shooting maybe from the other side of the map, maybe from around here. So their guns are not that accurate over a long distance. So you should be quite safe here from arty fire. So you can come out and shoot once and maybe get a little bit back to cover, and then come out and shoot again, and yeah. So these are my 4 rules, and in the next replay I'm showing you how to apply these rules and make and do it better. So here are my 4 rules again. Be the defender, if possible. Go hull down, or be invisible. Stay at distance, or have a long corridor to shoot at. Be arty-safe, or try to dodge them. Alright, so I'm the defender, and I look at the team, look what they're doing, and I think, okay, let's go to the railroad. But this time I'm not going to the front, I'm staying back, and I speed it up a little bit, and I'm staying right here. And maybe this is not the perfect location, right? But my plan is to help these guys a little bit. And if they get overrun, I might be able to get back and maybe even get back to this location. Well, this might be a little bit hard. if the enemy team would overrun them hard. But we have a few guys here. We have the E75 here and the T54, and I stay back and try to help them, but I also want to help this other side. So I can drive around a little bit in this location right here, but always be ready to defend the other side. So I stay here, try to stay defensive, and when these guys get overrun, I might be able to get back and make it harder for them to cross this section. And when they come from this side, I might shoot them from around here somewhere, or even from here somewhere. And you can drive a little bit around, but not much in the Jagdtiger. So you have to go to this area where you think you can get shots in while being effective and defend. So let's speed this up a little bit. And here we see the first tanks, and okay, here's the 1390. And these are just shots that are just I'm just very lucky these light tanks have gone here. But right now I don't go to the front and push in and do some crazy stuff. I'm trying to control this game. You need to control it, you need to stay back and control it. This is how you play a TD. Stay back and prevent them from flanking over the other side of the map. So maybe I can speed up a little bit. And here's the VK. Can I get a shot on the VK? Doesn't look like it. And you see, I didn't do a lot of damage right now. And there are games I play in the Jagdtiger where I don't do any damage, right? But I want to secure the win. When you just want to do damage, I will just go with this heavy tanks right here. If you just want to do damage, go with them. But then you might end up over here, and this side might get flanked, and you might lose the game. Because that is what happened to me all the time. When I played it hundreds of times, I've played it like this, like a heavy tank. Push, 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 and then you get flanked, and then the other side of the map gets lost, and this is not what you want to achieve. I want to control this game, and the only way to control it is by staying back. And if these guys YOLO and all of them die, I cannot help them, right? These are some of them are medium tanks, and they can really, they don't have to push all the way in. If they see that they cannot push into one side, they should drive back. Don't help the stupids, right? So now I am defending. Now they come from this side, you see, and I need to defend this side. But there was a critical moment, and I don't know. Maybe I can show you this moment, because this moment was quite important. I try to go back a little bit in time, and I think it might be right here somewhere, where I see, okay, There's this Tiger 1 only. And he might fall. And you always need to really look at the minimap. And when you're in this slow tank, you can look at the minimap all the time. Look at the minimap all the time. And only if you see, okay, there might be something I can shoot, then you look at this actual, because you don't need to look at this all the time. You need to look here. And now you see, okay, this object 704 is coming. And we have only a KV4 and type 64. And now I need to defend, because now this is happening what I said. This side is losing. I don't need to help these guys. These guys are pushing and they might do well. But I need to defend here. And now this object 704 is coming. And I can... And this is a perfect place to defend. Right, I can shoot them from a long distance. I have this telescope. And I thought I might be able to get this object 704. And now it's 5-9. It was 5-9. Now it is 6-9. 6-9. And here's the AMX 1390. And whoa. And now I need to defend, as I've said, I need to defend this area. And while my view range is not that, I can only see, but the Oni, you see? This Oni, okay, and he's dead now. There's nothing he can do. He's too slow. He might not be he might not even spot me. And I just shoot him and shoot him. And with, I think 3 shots and then he's gone. Alright, and now it's 9-10. And I'm the only one here, but I can't be the only one. I have full HP. And let these guys do their job. And I defend. I just defend here. Speed it up. And here's the E75. And I think I wanted to go around and so that I would be so I could defend even better, but I can also defend from here. Now I think let's go around and kill this E75. But I think I'm going to wait a little bit. If he would start capping, I would go at him. But right now I don't see. And here is an IS-3. A little bit stupid though, because he should know that I was here. Now this E75 is trying again. And our T-34 is coming with me. And now we can... I think we go together then and try to kill this E-75. And defending is in most situations much better than attacking. Speed up. And here's the E-75. And I can... 1 HP. Okay. So only the object 704 is left, and yes, here he is, and I also get this kill, I think. Yes. Okay, so that's basically it. Stay back and defend, right? While helping your team. And this is not so easy. to help your team while being able to defend. So, but in this situation, I was able to do it because I was driving on these railroad tracks to this location, and I was lucky that these light tanks showed up around here somewhere, and also some other tanks showed up around here, so I could get in this occasional shots. But I think I managed to get 1 or 2 shots in these guys over here, but I'm not sure. But the main task was to defend base, to defend this flank, right? And this is what I was doing. If they had come from this side, I would stay way back and would be able to shoot them for long enough, I think. Maybe it wouldn't be that great, but then again I can stay here and shoot at this side. So yeah, stay back and be the defender. So in this replay, this is it's a perfect example of these 4 rules I was talking about. So first rule, be the defender if possible. Go hull down. Second rule, or be invisible. Third rule, stay at distance, have a long corridor to shoot. And fourth rule, be arty-safe or try to dodge them. Right now I see, okay, most of my team, and you see how long I waited? Maybe 15 seconds till everyone has chosen his path, and I am going to this side right now because I see all of my team is going to this side, and I have 1 or 2 or 3 guys on this side, so this guy at this side needs help. And where do I deploy? I deploy here. So I am hull down and I am at distance. I have a long corridor to shoot. And I am at the heavy tank route, right? This is the route where most of the time the heavy tanks are coming. So you don't find on each and every map these perfect locations, but this location is like made for the Jagdtiger. And these tier 8 heavy tanks, they don't stand a chance against the Jagdtiger. And I don't do a lot here, I just shoot them. And now you see how many heavy tanks they have over here. And this whole passage is just blocked. It's just blocked by me right now. I can shoot them all day long. And they see, oh, there's a Jagdtiger, there's a Jagdtiger, hull down over here. And they can't do anything. So this is a no-go zone for them right now. They have to go back. Or if they YOLO at me, maybe the half of them would die. So they don't. Puppies don't do this. They don't rush at the Jagdtiger hull down. This would be maybe the best thing to go, because 1 would die or even 2, but then they have me. But they don't do that. So while I'm standing here and blocking this area, this is all I do. I just stand here, hull down, and block this area. My other team, I give these guys room to operate, right? I block all of these guys from having an influence on the battle, because they're trapped right here right now. They can go back, and maybe some of them are right here right now, but my team is working this area, and they are just blocked here. And this is what you do in the Jagdtiger. And now the arty shot me, but you cannot prevent it all of the time. And now IS-3 hull down. This is quite a tricky one, but most of the time this Jagdtiger gun is very accurate, but this was not a very accurate shot. This was more accurate. And now you see, you need to look at the minimap and you see all these guys. We basically won this area. And I had a big influence on this game. And not by making super amounts of damage. I mean, I made a lot of damage in this round, and now I'm shooting HE at the... And you do a lot of HE damage with this machine, so don't hesitate to shoot HE at an IS-3, for example, when it is hull down. Yeah, my influence wasn't... I had a big influence on the game while not doing super amounts of damage, because, as I've said, I just blocked these guys from having an influence on the game. I gave my team the room to operate, right? Because I blocked these guys. I gave them room and time to run all over the map, and now we have complete map control, and it's 11 to 8. And now is the time when I can get out of my nest and trying to kill the rest of them. So I'm not able to get the IS-3 right here, but this is how to do it. Right, so if all of my team would have gone to this side, I would have to find a location to defend the other side, right? And I don't know where this location would be, but you get the idea, right? But this wasn't a perfect example, because I could stay back here, hull down at a distance, and at shooting at these heavy tanks, right? If it would be the medium tank area, it would not be that perfect, but heavy tanks having to cross this area and then go in the open, and there's a Jagdtiger hull down, they don't go there. And this is even in tier 10. Heavy tanks are sometimes scared about the Jagdtiger being at a distance and hull down. So yeah, try to apply these rules and you will see that you will get better.